This hasn't happened in ages, but my alarm clock didn't go off this morning, so I'm running really late at photographing sunrise. So I'm just gonna photograph something locally. Let's go.
Stay inside. Won't you just stay for a while?
Jody and I are actually in Carvoeiro, which is like 20 minutes from Lagos. And I'm gonna explain why at the end of this video, and I'll explain about what's going on with our apartment and stuff like that. But we're here and it's a really beautiful photogenic place, and I've been dying to photograph like the blue hour cityscape. But yeah, I slept in, I overslept. And as you can see, blue hour's ending already, but I'm halfway up the hill, so I'm doing it anyway.
Don't let your heart close up. I've been so long.
So I was late for sunrise. Well, no, late for blue hour. If you use an app like TPE or PhotoPills, you'll see that there's actually 3 different types of blue hours. I tend to find the sweet spot is somewhere between nautical and civil blue hour. That's where you get like the bluest skies. Civil blue hour is the last one, and what I find is as soon as civil blue hour happens, the skies go really, really dull until really close to sunrise. So that's what's kind of happened right now. The skies were really blue as I was walking up here, and as soon as I got set up, they went totally dull. But I've still taken one picture because there's lights on in town, and the lights will eventually go off as the color in the sky, you know, starts to happen. And I might want to use those city lights in a later photo. So I've taken the photo of the city lights, and if and when I get any sort of color behind, I might use that and blend the 2 images together to get one really nice photo with city lights and sky color.
We're both scared, drinking all the wine, missing our friends, slowly going insane. But it's all the same, I'm home again.
So the lights in town just all shut off, and it's just such a difference. I want to show you the difference between the 2 photos, just so you can see why I do this, why I sometimes blend the 2 images. The lights on a town or a village or a city, they just add so much more detail to the photo and so much more drama. But I definitely prefer sunrise light to blue hour light, so I want the color of the sky of sunrise, but by sunrise they shut off the lights in town. So that's kind of why I do this. This is what it looked like with the lights still on.
Got a bad case of cabin fever.
And this is what it looks like with the lights now off. And once the sky starts to turn color, and it's already starting to turn like a dusty yellow and purple, I think this is gonna work.
Crazy if I don't see you. But I guess we'll hold on one more day. Say it again.
One of the hardest things for me shooting this type of photography, where you're blending sunrise and blue hour, is not playing with the camera. Normally when I'm shooting a sunrise, I'm fidgeting with the camera and composition constantly for like a half an hour, and I can't do that. I just have to leave the camera on the shot. Otherwise they won't blend properly. But that's okay. Been scrolling the internets and seeing what's up in the world. Turns out some stuff's been going on. Have you guys heard?
This is only for a while, time's in the sand. You don't have to get up, just take the day off and stay in bed.
So normally on a sunrise or sunset shoot, I get that big open image out of the way first, and then I move on to some more detail. So that's what I'm doing right now. I've got the 15 to 35 on now. I will switch for the 70 to 200 soon. And I'm trying to find like simplicity and images that have negative space. If you are trying to sell your images, nothing sells better than images that have negative space, because advertisers, for example, they want to write things. They want to put stuff on top of the image, and if the image is too complicated, they can't do that. So look for images that have negative space. I have the church lined up on the cliffside over there. It's very small in my frame, and I'm going with a really long exposure, 30 seconds, to smooth out everything and keep things really simple. And I think this is gonna work, and then I'm gonna get that 70 to 200 out.
And I got a bad case of cabin fever. And I might go crazy if I don't see you. But I can't.
So I wasn't really a fan of the long lens stuff at all, so I'm packed up and heading back to the villa. Once we get there, I'll show you around and chat about what's going on, because it's complicated.
We'll hold on one more day.
Okay, I'm back at the villa, and yes, that's my Arizona desert underwear on the line. And let me explain quick. This is the villa we're staying at in Carvoeiro. Basically, we're still waiting on banks. It's been a month. We kind of thought we were gonna just rock up in Portugal, get here, get the mortgage, move into our place right away. And it's been over a month, and we're still waiting and waiting and waiting. And it was getting frustrating, not just because of the time, but because we didn't know how long we were gonna take. And so we were changing Airbnbs a lot. We actually stayed in 3 different Airbnbs. And then we came to Carvoeiro and hung out with a friend of ours named Dan. And we're just kind of like ranting about, you know, what was going on. And he's like, well, my parents have a villa here, and they have a small little studio space that's external from the rest of the house. You guys are welcome to stay there as long as you want. And we're like, that's amazing. Yes. So that's why we're here. We're just here while we're waiting. Let me show you around really quick, because it is really cool. I'm not going to take you in there because Jody's probably still sleeping, but that's like our little casita. And then we've got this big outdoor area up top here. And check out the size of this pool. There's a massive pool. The actual villa is all of this down here. So that's their villa, but it's totally external and there's nobody staying there right now. Yeah, it's just a phenomenal space. Big outdoor courtyard, barbecue area, sitting area. And then down at the pool, there's 2 baby seagulls that have been sitting there learning to fly, which has been fun. The pool is massive and it's deep, so we've been swimming there every day. This is our friend Pablo the peacock, which Jody bought me for my birthday. Pablo's pretty cool, but he needs some air. Outdoor shower, and yeah, just a fantastic, fantastic spot. So definitely feeling grateful to have this space. The banks have basically finally told us that we will be approved at some point. It's just taking a long time, and they constantly have to change numbers and add documents, and every single time they resubmit or change anything, it takes another 2 weeks. So we did 2 applications that were denied because they were missing documents. So that was 4 weeks in itself. And now we're just waiting on another document, and then we should be able to reapply again on Monday. And they said they think for sure that one will go through, and that'll take about 2 more weeks. So 2 weeks, but 2 weeks by the pool. So I'm not going to complain, and sooner or later we'll get moved into our apartment in Lagos. And sooner or later there's going to be another YouTube video, probably on Thursday. So I'll see you there. Peace.